welcome to the class once again. So till now we have seen autotrophic type of nutrition. Now we are going to see heterotrophic type of nutrition, how it is evolved, how the type of heterotrophic type of nutrition. Heterotrophic type of nutrition means the type of nutrition where the organisms cannot synthesize their own food. They depend on other plant. They depend on plants directly or indirectly. So that's called as a heterotrophic type of nutrition. First, let us see the very primitive type of nutrition in unicellular organisms like amoeba. So, amoeba is a single-celled organism. Amoeba is a single-celled organism. It does not have any specific organ systems, and so single cell performs all the activities. So amoeba is living organism. For its survival, it requires food. So how does it get its food? That is the question. So amoeba, single-celled organism, only one cell, and here the nucleus, and so it is finding the food material. So what happens? It will produce some finger-like projections towards the food, and so these are called pseudopodia. They are called as pseudopodia. Pseudopodia. Pseudo means false. Podium means singular. Foot. Podia means plural feet. Pseudopodia. False feet are, so it produces false feet towards the food material. It covers the food material throughout, and it engulfs the food material. So with the pseudopodia, it engulfs, it takes in the food material. So the food material will get into the body of the amoeba, and then it digests, and the undigested food is eliminated out through contractile vacuole. Contractile vacuole. So this is a very simple and primitive type of nutrition in amoeba. Okay, and next paramecium, which is also called, which looks like the sole of a foot. So the sole of a foot having two nuclei, and so it has cilia throughout the body which help in its movement, and it has a special type of opening which is called as cytostome, through which it takes its food. That means in paramecium, though it is unicellular organism, it has a special organ to take in the food material, but whereas in the case of amoeba, there is no special organ. It produces projections towards the food. It surrounds the food material and engulfs, takes in the food material, and it takes the food. Okay, that is a type of heterotrophic nutrition. And I told you already, parasitic type of nutrition. The parasites, they select a host. They select a host organism. They take food and shelter in the organism. So this parasitic type of nutrition is also again of two types, external parasites and internal parasites. So external parasites are leech, ticks, lice. So they live on the body of the organism. They take shelter and food. They are external parasites. So internal parasites are those which take shelter inside the body of the organism, and they get their food material. They take shelter and their food material from the host organism, like certain bacteria, and also roundworms, flatworms. So many organisms, they take shelter they select a particular organ in the host organism, and they take food and shelter, and they survive. That is called, they are internal parasites. And even in the plants also we can see parasitic type of nutrition. So there is a plant which is called as a Cuscuta, so it is the daughter plant commonly called, and it belongs to the family Convolvulaceae. So it takes food and shelter. It selects a host plant and it takes food and shelter. How does it takes? Means it produces finger-like projections which are called as haustoria. which are called as Hastoria. So they suck the nutrients from the host plant and they take the food material. So sometimes ultimately the host plant, there are chances for the host plant to die also, because it is occupying the entire surface of the host plant, and it is taking the food material. So Cuscuta is a parasitic plant which lives on the host plant, and it draws nutrients, food materials from the host plant by means of finger-like projections, which are called as hastoria. So in this way, in plants also we can see different types of nutritions, and so this is a heterotrophic type of nutrition. That is, they are not able to synthesize the food material. They depend on plants or directly or other animals for their food. So in this way, my amoeba is producing pseudopodia, paramecium having a specific place to taking the food, and an example for parasitic plant is Cuscuta, which lives on the host plant and sucks the food material, absorbs the food material from the host plant by means of producing the projections, finger-like projections, which are called as hastoria. So this is a heterotrophic type of nutrition. And in the next class, we can see how man takes his food material and how the food will get digested. It is very complicated, evolved process, very complicated process. So many organs are involved in the process of digestion in man. That we shall see in the next class. For today, so that's all. If you have any doubts or clarifications, please let me know. Thank you.